Check, check, 1, 2. Rowan Ringer coming in. She shoots, she scores! All right, we live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Shelton Sports Center of Connecticut for Game 2 of this two-game set between the St. Michael's College Purple Knights and your Post-University Eagles. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Happy Saturday, everybody. My name is Max Stapleton, joined alongside Kristen Brown, Grace Glassford, Jake Haddad, and our entire team of Post-U graduate producers here at Shelton Sports Center. We're thrilled to be taking you through tonight's action. The Eagles secured their first win of the New Year's last night in a 3-1 victory in Game 1 of this weekend set. After falling behind 1-0 early thanks to St. Michael's Angela Ruiz, Post scored 3 unanswered goals to improve their record to 5-14-3 overall in the season and 5-8-3 in new hot play. The goals came off the sticks of Julia Wysocki twice and Noah Farberman once, while Hannah Saunders was once again spectacular in between the pipes, stopping 15 of 16 shots faced throughout the game. So this afternoon, St. Michael's will look to secure their second win of the season, their first win of the new year, with a different goalie in the pipes. It's going to be Annika Lavender in between the net today, while once again it'll be Hannah Saunders backstopping the Eagles, trying to make it 2 in a row. We got starting lineups, goaltender matchups, the national anthem, and of course the puck drop, as it's all coming up next as you're watching Post-University Athletics. Back in here at the Shelton Sports Center of Connecticut, less than 2 minutes away from puck drop between the Post University Eagles and the St. Michael's College Purple Knights. Let's get you those starting lineups for today's matchups. First for the visitors, the St. Michael's College Purple Knights coming into this matchup at 1-20 overall in the season, 1-14 in conference play, and that one win, unfortunately, came against the Post Eagles over at St. Michael's earlier this season. They're throwing out their fourth-line forwards. Alicia McDonald, Keely Callender, and Anna Gerolo will be your starting three. The defense pairing will be the third-line defense pairing, Emerson McGillis, as well as Maddie Quinn, and in net, Annika Lavender. Lavender, decent season so far. Her 14th start of the season, a .495 goals against average and an .897 save percentage. Meanwhile, it's your typical starting lineup for the Post University Eagles second-line forward group of Ringer, Wysocki, and McKavikis. The defense pairing, Amons and Pitter. Meanwhile, the spectacular Hannah Saunders in net. We'll get you more on her later. But the puck is dropped, and we're underway for Game 2 of this weekend set. Post wins the faceoff, throws it into the offensive zone, and immediately a tie-up in that near corner. Danny Amons collects back in and dumps it back behind the netting of St. Michael's, where the Purple Knights will come and play it over at that near corner. McGillis gives it off to her teammate Quinn and couldn't quite clear the defensive zone. Could St. Michael's? Now they do, but Post recovers quickly. Pitter looking to dump it into the offensive zone. She does. Quick change for the Eagles already. And a good effort that time from Post to try to get the puck. That was Rowan Ringer chasing after it. St. Michael's once again having a hard time getting out of their defensive end. Post sends it right back in. In yesterday's matchup, it was actually St. Michael's who got on the board early, and you could tell momentum was in their favor at the start of that game. Post looking to change that around a little bit today, maybe snatch momentum early rather than having to play from behind. Up the ice come the Purple Knights. Good body check that time. It was Casey Van Den Odelaar who laid a body on somebody on the blue line. St. Michael's dumps it in. Post goes and collects. Jet Devlin now with the puck, skating through neutral ice. Couldn't quite handle it cleanly and turns the puck over. Back into the offensive zone goes St. Michael's. Good pass up the middle and a good save. Tough test early for Hannah Saunders as she blockered that one aside. Back towards the blue line here. That was Newpower who had it for a moment. Now the tie-up, and Post gets it out of their defensive end. Couple of Eagles try to get off the ice. Actually couldn't do so. Now they're able to. And it looks like Udelaar tries to get in the offensive zone. She touched up. Looked like it might have been whistled for offsides, but no whistle came. And we'll just have a reset of play a few minutes into this first period. St. Michael's looking to break out. Good forecheck from Post. Almost was able to get possession in the offensive zone. Now they do. Even better recovery that time. It was Karis Kell with a couple of good defensive plays. Couldn't quite sustain possession. Now St. Michael's into their offensive end. Dump it in, way back behind the net of Saunders. Kell to collect. Chips it forward for Tristan Curry, although that pass got cut off. It goes back to Kell. Now Hannah Luckman along those far boards. Through neutral ice, Tristan Curry. Curry just 1-on-4. Smart decision there. Send it in deeper. It looked like a lot of tired Eagles on the ice as they get a change in. Noah Farberman now. She scored a goal yesterday. Gives it off for Ruby Mitchell. Mitchell just fanned on the shot. Looked like she didn't quite get enough on it and missed the netting. A little counterattack action. Once again, heavy on the forecheck, our Post University. And Jody Rose is able to turn the puck over for the Eagles. Over along the far boards now. Good job by the Eagles, only temporarily keeping it in, as we're just about to hit the 3-minute mark in this first period. Now St. Michael's with a little bit of a heavy forecheck. That was Lauren Fisher poking that one away and forcing Hannah Saunders to cover up. While we're there on Hannah Saunders, we got to talk about the season she is having behind or between the pipes for Post University. Her 17th start of the season. She's got a .202 goals against average and a .940 save percentage. These are some spectacular, spectacular numbers for the junior out of Ontario. And after interviewing a couple of players in their win against Sacred Heart, Rowan Ringer and Selena McKavikis both really talked about how lucky they are to have Saunders behind the net as she stops another hard slap shot from St. Michael's. And Post gets it out of their defensive zone. Rowan Ringer chasing after it, going 1-on-3 up the ice. Slows it down. Really smart play. And now just sends it towards the netting, the bouncing puck. And that one got stopped by Lavender. Back behind the netting it goes. A battle for it. Post University comes away with it. Another deflection towards the net. Again, I think Lavender got her blocker on it. Towards the blue line. Ringer with the puck. Circles around, dances, tries to center one, but the pass couldn't connect. Somebody lost their stick. St. Michael's just getting it out of their defensive end as they get an entire platoon swap. Ooh, Danny Amons almost slipped, was able to recover, send it way up the ice. Ellie Newpower couldn't cut it off. Now St. Michael's looking to break out of their own defensive end. Passes the blue line through neutral ice, but the pass couldn't quite go, intended for Gerolo. All the way down to the blue line. Amons sends it across. Now drifting through neutral ice. Macy Peterson with a smart tip forward. Now a one-on-one battle. She hands it off, and an easy save for Lavender as she kicks it into the boards. Was Post able to keep it in the offensive zone? They do, say the referees. They send it in just a little deeper into that far corner. Centering pass couldn't go. They keep it in near the blue line. Sagel Desai sends it in deep. Back over here around the near corner. This is Brooke Larson. Larson looking, sends one, but it got deflected wide of the net. Ruby Mitchell now over in that far corner. Dancing behind the net, looking for a lane. Finds a pass back to Larson, back to Mitchell. Mitchell smartly just sends it in deeper. Now a couple of bodies tied up right behind the netting of Lavender. And it looks like Post comes away with it. Jet Devlin now. Back behind the netting looking for a lane, and nobody could really find a pass. Good sustained possession for Post University, just not getting a whole lot of shots on goal. Though a couple of chances early on. Try to breakout play. Heavy forecheck from St. Michael's. Now here they come. The goal scorer yesterday, that's Ruiz with the puck. She sends it across for Fitzgibbon, and that went off the helmet of Saunders. Up into the netting and out of play. Just over 5 minutes into this game. Let's get you a few stat updates so far. Shots on goal, 4 so far for Post University. That was the third of the game for St. Michael's. Face-offs, it's 2-0 so far in favor of the Eagles. Obviously no penalties, no real other stats to talk about yet. 0-0 here in the first period. Into the offensive zone go the Purple Knights. They leave it for Lees. Lees turns the puck over. It was Tim Marie Grom with a nice defensive play. Now for Pitter up the far boards. Again, good forecheck here from St. Michael's. Oh, they can't sustain the puck. Grom gets it out of her zone. It's tipped forward, so it's not going to be ruled an icing. It trickles all the way behind the netting of Lavender once again. Counterattack coming from St. Michael's. Ooh, a hard hit that time. Jody Rose just laid out. Another player, and Noah Farberman gets in there as well. As she lays out Anna Nelson. Getting physical and chippy here in the first period. Still scoreless between these two new hot teams. Battle forward at neutral ice. No one's really come up with it yet. Now the Eagles look to go into their offensive end as a whistle's blown and maybe a penalty called. And yeah, it looks like St. Michael's is going to go on the power play as Noah Farberman gets sent into the penalty box. I believe it was a hook. Didn't quite see the penalty, but Farberman gets called, and this is an area that I believe both teams are really wanting to improve on. Bottom two in the Newhall Conference in terms of penalty minutes. St. Michael's bottom in just about most things special teams. Power play, penalty kill. Post, they do have a particularly good penalty kill. Get you the numbers on that in just a moment. Goes around towards the blue line here. McGillis looking for a shot. She takes one, and it just gets deflected wide. Brianna Jarvis got her stick on it. I like the attempt there from St. Michael's, but not the best execution. Post clears, but only temporarily as St. Michael's tries to push the pressure right back in. Jarvis sends it back for McGillis. McGillis takes the shot, and it's easily gobbled up by Hannah Saunders, fighting through a few screens there. Statistically this year with the special teams play, for Post University, they're sixth in the Newhall Conference on the penalty kill at 80.8%. And as I mentioned on the power play for St. Michael's, boy, below 5% on the year at 4.8. That's eighth and last by a long shot here in the Newhall. Good defensive zone win for Post University as Amons takes it and dances around in the corner, looking to just get the puck out of the defensive zone, and they do. Good job by Danny Amons being patient and finding a lane to clear it there. And a great neutralized defensive play this time from Macy Peterson to send the puck all the way down the ice. Only about a minute to go left on the power play for St. Michael's. They come through neutralized with a lot of speed. This is New Power with it. Looking for a lane to pass to, can't find anything, and dances behind the net. Loses sight of the puck for a quick second and actually bounces up over her head behind her. Her teammate comes and picks it up for her. That was Jarvis. Actually, excuse me, that was Garraby. New Power has it, but gets taken away quickly. Still battling for it in that near corner as time just ticks away here on this power play. Back behind the netting and into the far corner it goes. Trebelli now gathers it, sends it towards the blue line. McDonald back to Trebelli. Sends it even deeper. Now Grattan. Grattan couldn't quite handle it cleanly, sends it back behind the net. Less than 30 seconds to go. A dangerous pass, but no one there to receive it. New Power thinking about the shot. She takes it. I don't believe Saunders ever saw it. Good positioning. Just trickled off her leg. And now Selena Mikavakis, one-on-none going the other way. She takes the shot. It's a great save from Lavender, as she was able to block her that one into the near corner. Selena Mikavakis leads the conference in shorthanded goals. Thought she had her third one right there. Even strength here. 0 for 1 on the power play is St. Michael's. 1 for 1 on the penalty kill is Post University. About halfway through this first period, still scoreless between these two conference foes. Loose puck at neutral ice. Gets collected by Fitzgibbon, but a good play by the other number 7, Karis Kell, as she takes it away from her. Post University trying to start a counterattack now that they're back to even strength, but they can't really get it going. That stout neutral ice defense of St. Michael's. Karis Kell looking for a pass and finds one. Hannah Luckman into the offensive zone. Loses the puck for a quick second. Jet Devlin recovered, took a shot. It got blocked by a body before it ever hit the net. Tie up in that near corner. I see Jet Devlin in there. 2 Eagles, 2 Knights. And the Eagles come away with it. Send it back towards the blue line. Danny Amons dancing back. Actually, that's Tristan Curry. Sends it over to the far corner. No one there for Post to gather it. They just send it back in deep, and both teams going to change lines here. About halfway through this first period of play. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Almost trickled through the crease. Smart awareness from Monica Lavender to just kick it aside. 2-on-2 forming for St. Michael's coming the other way. This is Ruiz. Ruiz looking for a pass. She finds one. Canterbury sends it on net. Deflects wide of the netting. Might have deflected off the head. I believe somebody's hurt down in front. They're able to get back up to their feet. Marley Webster tries to clear the zone. Couldn't do so. Second attempt works. Goes right back in, however. Timmery Grom collects near the corner. Back and forth play. Barely any whistle so far here in this first period. We're still looking for that ice-breaking goal. Post was able to take it away again. Marley Webster with a good play, but only for a quick second. That's an aggressive forecheck from Jody Rose. She takes it away with the poke check and now can Post sustain possession. Rose has it once again. Gets tied up into the boards. Couple of teammates there to help her out. Rowan Ringer chasing after it, but St. Michael's comes away. Now up the ice, Jarvis couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Instead, it's going to be Sajal Desai who collects. Back towards these near boards. Ruby Mitchell gives it for Ringer. Ringer dancing into the offensive zone. She takes the shot and it goes off the shoulder of Lavender into the netting and out of play. 8:43 to go here in this first period. Other than the power play, it's mostly been Post University here in the first. Still looking for that first goal as we're scoreless here on the Post University Athletics channel. Back in here at the Sports Center of Connecticut, just over halfway through this first period as Post wins the offensive zone faceoff. That's crucial. Try a shot, deflects up and over the net into the boards. St. Michael's able to clear their defensive end only temporarily. Lauren Fisher, the primary Purple Knight, going after it. Now Rowan Ringer, 2-on-1, maybe 3-on-1 forming. Ringer looking to center the pass. She takes the shot. Actually, I believe that was a pass intended for Angeline Pitter, I believe, but just couldn't get that one to go. Wysocki going up the ice with it in that near corner. Tries to beat a woman, couldn't do so cleanly. Rowan Ringer picks it up for her teammate. Goes back to Wysocki, now over to those far corners. Eagle gets tied up by a couple of Purple Knights. Now can St. Michael's come the other way with it? Alicia McDonald tries a cross-ice pass. Nice heads-up play from Wysocki as she just plucked that one out of midair. Danny Amons now drifting through neutral ice. Takes a long shot on net. It has to get kicked into the corner by Lavender. St. Michael's clears again. Post tries to re-enter. Good heads-up play by Hannah Luckman. Just chips it forward. Macy Peterson chases after it, pestering a woman. But again, just no one really there to help Post set up their O-zone possession. 17-18 to go here in this first period of play. Similarly, though, if you're St. Michael's, you're getting really frustrated with just the inability to not even forget setting up in the offensive zone, really getting out of your defensive zone. You try to do so there, but once again, the pass doesn't really connect. You can't handle it cleanly. There's a couple of key mistakes for St. Michael's, not allowing them to have any type of possession. Well, here they go now. McGillis into the O-zone, but once again, turns it over. Hannah Luckman gets destroyed near the blue line. Her teammates are able to pick the puck up for her, clear it out. Now Tristan Curry chasing after it. Instead, it's Lees who handles it for St. Michael's. Into the O-zone they go. Ruiz, the goal scorer from yesterday, going 1-on-3 and just backhands it into the corner as Grom picks it up. Post trying to set up their breakout. Really good up-ice pass as Tristan Curry decides to just chip it in the O-zone. A couple of tired Eagles and a platoon swap here for Post University. Over 6 minutes to go left in this first period. Good forecheck here from St. Michael's as they take a shot on goal, and Hannah Saunders gobbles that one up easily. That was Jarvis, who took the shot. Exactly 6 minutes to go here in this first period of play. For Post, 7 shots on goal. For St. Michael's, that was their 5th of the game. As the faceoff comes to the left of Hannah Saunders, Jody Rose wins that one, I should say. Took a little while there on the faceoff. It goes all the way up the ice. Might be an icing. No, instead they say Noah Farberman was hustling enough to wave it off. And now back into the O-zone go the Eagles. Jody Rose made a man miss. Now centers the pass and it goes off the side of the net. Back towards the blue line. Ruby Mitchell keeps it in the offensive end of things. Just tries to trickle one on towards net. Maybe looking for a deflection, but no one there to deflect it. Danny Amons battling with a woman. Ruby Mitchell there as well now. Mitchell just keeping the puck in those near boards. Amon trying to do the same. A bit of an aggressive play from her, but it works out. Now Jody Rose battling 1-on-3 near that wing. Centers one for Rowan Ringer. Now Ringer takes the shot and she fires it wide of the net. Stays in the offensive zone. That rebound control and the rebound just hustle from Post University is proving to be potent today. Ringer going 1-on-3. Look at the move from her, but she gets bodied down before she can get the shot. Julia Wysocki now behind the net. Looking to center. Now towards the blue line. Amons fires the quick shot. Good quick save from Lavender. 4:45 to go in this first period. With the pressure the Eagles has, it feels like it's only a matter of time. Ringer centers it. Couldn't get the pass to go. Back towards the blue line for Luckman, and that shot gets deflected. Blocked by a body before it hits the net. Tie up along that far corner. Wysocki chasing after it. Man, if you're Pat Bingham, you have to love this right now. You're using mostly your top couple of lines, but they are having so much good offensive possession. Seekin post set it up once again. Past the red line, past the blue line. Wysocki just gets it taken away from her. Great defensive play from St. Michael's. Now they have a 2-on-1 on the counterattack. The shot and a great save from Saunders. She shoulders that one into her glove. The shot coming off the stick of the defenseman. First-year freshman Audrey Hetman out of Gurnee, Illinois. It was a good-looking shot from her. Yet another face-off here to the left of Saunders. It's Macy Peterson for Post University. She loses that one. Back towards Fitzgerald. And a good takeaway from Post to just clear the defensive end. Cross-ice pass. It works, intended for Fisher, but they say it was played with a high stick, so it'll be whistled down. 3:47 left to go in this first period. The one thing you're looking to improve on if you're Post here in this first period, you're down 2-5 in the face-off battle. It hasn't been the best so far. Face-off, because the high stick's going to come all the way back into the offensive zone. You'd really like to win this one. And Peterson almost wins it, does win it. Now Post, can they set something up? A great move there. Looked like it was off the stick of Riley Patfield. St. Michael's can't clear the zone. Now they do. But again, really not able to get the puck much past the red line without a bunch of Eagles taking it away, like right there. Jet Devlin now. She has the puck taken away from her only temporarily. This is Tristan Curry. Curry sends it deep into the offensive zone as the Eagles try to get a platoon swap. About 3 minutes to go in this first. Long pass up the ice. Not going to be an icing. Great hustle there from Callender to wave it off. Timmery Grom tries to clear, couldn't do so. Gerillo has it now. Sends it towards the net, deflects off the skate of Webster, and actually Hannah Saunders had to make a save. On her own teammate, another centering play, and a great defensive stick from Saunders once again to poke it away. Ooh, looked like it would have been a great opportunity for Luckman. She ends up chasing after it, deleting the icing. Stays in the offensive zone. Around the far corners. Luckman able to cut the pass off quickly. Now Tristan Curry there. Still a battle. No one's come up with possession yet. It dances over to the near corners now. Jody Rose, as well as Grace Canterbury for St. Michael's. Now Canterbury does win that battle. It goes up to McGillis. McGillis sends it deep into her offensive zone. Saunders collects, gives it off to her teammate. A little bit of a dangerous play there from Saunders. Worked out fine. Looks like the last few minutes, St. Michael's has been able to settle down the onslaught from Post University that happened really post the power play. That's going to be a penalty. Whistled down. It's going to be a power play to end the first period for St. Michael's. Got to believe that's a trip or a hook on Danny Amons, on Ruby Mitchell. It's going to be a tripping penalty on Mitchell officially. With 1:51 left to go in the first. It'll be the second power play opportunity for St. Michael's. They're 0 for 1. Only had one shot on goal on the power play by my calculations last time out. Big defensive zone face-off win for Post University. They're not able to clear the zone, though, as Brooke Larson just held on for it for too long. To the other side now. Trebelli takes the shot. Got blocked or decided by Saunders. Good play by Rowan Ringer to just tip that one forward. Now the counterattack. Julia Wysocki along those far boards. Tries to center the pass, but a good poke check from St. Michael's to not allow a good scoring chance. Still on the power play. About 1:30 left and 1:20 to go in the period. Saunders with the smart decision there just to cover it up. Second penalty kill unit comes in for Post University. It's Macy Peterson, Selena McKavakis, Karis Kell. Looking in that far corner, can't quite see who it is. I believe it would be Julia Wysocki, though. However, St. Michael's wins the power play. They take the long shot. It goes off the glove of Hannah Saunders, and it clears the defensive zone. Just over a minute to go left in the first period of play. Aggressive forecheck, even down a woman. Selena McKavakis, Macy Peterson, that is, actually, on the aggressive forecheck. St. Michael's trying to get one last push. Not if Casey Van den Udelaar has anything to say about it as she sends it back in deep. Cross-ice pass along these near boards here. That's Maddie Quinn. She sends it in. Karis Kell collects for the Eagles. Over to the far corner, Udalar. Clears the defensive zone, only temporarily. Shadle dancing around that blue line, looking for a way just to enter the offensive zone as the clock ticks down to 20 seconds left here in the first. Kell makes a man miss behind her own net. Sends along those far boards, can't find a pass to clear it to, and a whistle gets blown. Looked like it was signaled for maybe a high stick. Didn't quite see what happened. Now there's a conference between the officials here. And both teams are heading towards their benches. I'm guessing it was played with a high stick. That's what the initial signal almost looked like. I think both coaches are going to want explanations here. Lines judges going to the scores and now going over to Megan Sweezy to give her the explanation for her team. And now it looks like someone's going to go to the penalty box. Didn't quite see what the penalty was. That's going to be Alicia McDonald, though, for the first penalty of the game assessed against St. Michael's here at the very end of the first period with 13.6 to go. So it'll be 4-4 to close the first period, then a small power play early in the second for Post. So they try to trickle one towards the net. Clock ticks down, less than 5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it here in the first. So, hey, if you're St. Michael's, you're not in love with that first period of play, but you got to feel happy to at least get out of it scoreless. And if you're Post, you got to be really happy with that first period of play, but you're still looking for the icebreaker here. We'll be back for the second period of hockey. It's the Post University Eagles, nothing. St. Michael's College Purple Knights, nothing.
Here with senior quarterback Tyler Pumachan on the Post University football team. Tyler, you transferred in from UConn for the 2023 season. How was the transition to a new team, and what made you choose Post?
The transition was great. Coach, everyone out here made me feel comfortable. That's another reason I came here. I felt comfortable. Everybody just made me feel like a family and feel like I was wanted here. So that was ultimately my decision.
Now, your brother Tyson is the quarterback now at UMass, having played for both Clemson and Georgia Tech. What was it like growing up with another high-level quarterback?
It was great, having him. He was always someone that I kind of looked up to. Being able to watch him, his growth, and the things he done, just monkey see, monkey do, you know what I'm saying? So it's just everything that he does, repeat, get reps, same thing over and over. So it was just great having another guy like that around that I could just watch and learn from.
Another thing from before your time at Post, you also had the opportunity to reunite with high school teammate Josh Tracy when you got here. How special has it been to continue playing football with him at the next level?
It's been amazing. That's something that I didn't really think we'd get a chance to do coming out of high school, but we've had the opportunity at UConn and here. But actually being on the field, him been a lot different. It's been amazing. He became such a more complete player, and just playing with him, we clicked back like we never left. So it's just great to have him.
In case you missed it, as number 12 gets out and runs in for a touchdown. That's Tyler Pumachan.
In this year's opener against West Virginia Wesleyan, you threw for 104 yards with another 24 rushing yards, including a passing and rushing touchdown. How much confidence did that first home win give you and the rest of the guys on the team?
It gave us a bunch of confidence, coming in. I know a lot of teams weren't expecting much out of us, but with all the guys rallied together, we put a lot of work in over the summer. Did what we had to do, took care of business during that game, and we were really detail-oriented. We did what we had to do, not many penalties, you know what I'm saying? So we just did what we had to do that day.
No safety help, but Johnson backs up. Tracy could just turn around and have 15 yards right there. Famicon throws it deep in the corner. He's got somebody. It's caught. What a catch by White. It's a touchdown.
And having been involved in that huge 17-point win at home, Post, at this point in the season, has also been a part of 3 games that were decided by 4 points or less. How has this team been able to bridge the gap from last year when you guys were not involved in as many close games?
Yeah, like I said before, I think our attention to detail is much better. A lot of guys know what they're doing, So we're in the film room, we're studying. So a lot of guys are smarter. We're developing, and we're just able to. We're real close, but we just need to finish out the games and close them out. Has
there been anything off the field that you guys have changed, or has it just been spending more time together in general?
Yeah, I would say that, and like I said, getting on the board in the film room, learning the plays, learning everything, like getting real smart with the game. So I'll say that.
All right, Tyler, thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.
Your name? My name's Will, by the way.
Nina, I play tennis here at Post, and I'm a senior. I'm from Munich in Germany.
What do you like most about Post?
I really like the sense of community. I think because Post is a small school, it's nice to know everyone, watch the other teams play, and yeah.
What was it like playing tennis with your brother?
It was fun. It was also obviously competitive because we are siblings. We do always compete in some way. Of course, I'm a girl and he's a guy, so it wasn't like that competitive. But yeah, especially my first year or semester here, he helped me a lot with integrating myself to the team and to other people here. And I'm a person that gets homesick very fast, so he was definitely there to help me with that.
Cool. What's your favorite national dish?
Well, yeah, I don't really like typical German food. So I would probably say just something that my grandma makes. Usually she's really good at desserts or just everything she does. So something like that.
Was it difficult coming over from another country?
In my freshman year, I would say definitely yes, because first of all, just communicating in a different language can be tough at the start because sometimes you want to say stuff and then you can't bring it across to the other person because you don't know how to say it in English. But as soon as I got used to speaking English, it was totally fine. And yeah, I think the longer you stay here, the easier it gets. Of course, going back home and then coming back can be tough because you see your friends, you see your family, you're getting used to living there again, and then you come back. But I still think it's the best thing I ever did. So yeah.
Follow up. How was it moving over from Florida to Connecticut?
Well, the toughest part was probably the weather because I was used to just warm weather, and then I come here and it's very cold. But no, it's great. Like, I came to Post twice when I was still in Miami, visited, and I really loved everything here, especially the sense of community. So I never doubted coming here. I stayed here since I transferred here. It was also very different because I feel like in Miami it was more Spanish, and here it's more American, which I prefer. So I'm really happy that I transferred. Yeah.
So, after you have a long day, how do you like to relax?
But I love my bed, so probably laying in bed, or just cooking or baking something, just hanging out with my friends, my roommates. Yeah, just doing stuff, maybe apart from tennis, especially since we're on the court for so long. So yeah.
Cool. What's your favorite snack?
I love having yogurt as a snack with like fruits or granola, but if it's like a snack, German chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who was your idol growing up?
I would say my idol was always my mom. I would say she still is. Just the way she's living her life is a great goal to me. Also, how she raised my brother and I is how I want to raise my kids. Like, I think she did a great job, and I think that's a tough challenge in life. But also just that she could, like, they or my parents enable us to do things like this, like coming here to the US, that we can do these kind of things. That's what I want to be able to give to my kids as well. So yeah, I would say my mom, and I'm very thankful for my mom.
So, what is your favorite comfort movie to watch?
Comfort movie.
Like, you're having a long day, you're back in your room, what are you putting on?
I love Disney movies. So probably just something easy where I don't have to use my brain a lot. I just watched Moana with one of my roommates, and I love that. So right now I would say Moana, but just Disney movies in general. Or I'm also a kind of person that likes Barbie movies. But yeah, that's probably something where I would be like, okay, I don't have to do anything. I could just be here. So
That's fair, that's
yeah.
fair. You kind of already answered the question, but would you say you're competitive with your brother?
Yeah, but I would say it's a healthy competition because I see that he's doing all that stuff. Like, he's working, he's going to good schools, and then I'm like, okay, I want to do that too. Like, it just gives me a standard, like a higher standard. So I would say that I kind of look up to him a lot too, because I would have never thought of coming here without him coming here in the first place. So I think it's more healthy competition, but I think it's not as much competition as tennis as it is in, jobs or grades, things like that. So, yeah.
What is your favorite memory here at Post?
My favorite memory is last year's graduation in 2024 when my brother graduated and some of my best friends as well. And on the day of graduation, we had like a kind of party in the hall, and it was just so nice. Like, we were all together just enjoying the time and appreciating each other, and I think that's what I will always look back to like the best memory.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this interview, and I hope you have a great day and good luck on your games this weekend.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Kate Hagelson in there, aggressive on the forecheck. Julia Wysocki skates right by her, however, into the offensive zone. Passes one into the slot. The shot on goal. They score! It's a power play goal, and Post University takes a 1-0 lead. Rowan Ringer tallies the goal for Post and puts them on top 1-0 early in this game. That 1-2-1 defense, really it's a 1-3 defense from Post University. They're playing it well. And they cut it off once again at neutral ice. How about this? Mikavicus all alone, moving towards the net. She scores! A beautiful short-handed goal. Selena Mikavicus, are you kidding me? Two to nothing, Post University, and you don't see many prettier than that. Fans making some noise, and we're underway for the final 20 minutes here in Shelton. Can Sacred Heart come back down 2-0, or can Post University hang on for one of their biggest wins of the season? Immediately, the Pioneers go into the offensive zone. Someone's stick went flying into the air. Post can't quite clear it out. Sacred Heart sends it in just a little bit deeper, but now Mikavicus has it. Mikavicus sends it out of the defensive zone. Savannah Popick has it, and ultimately she couldn't handle it cleanly. Ringer into the offensive end, takes the shot, she scores! Rowan Ringer right off the bat, 30 seconds in, makes it a 3-0 Post lead. Ringer's second goal of the game.
But McElhaney, the only one there now behind the net with a centering pass in front. Quick pass was Gardner, and the puck dumped all the way down. Pekka, with his speed, goes after it. Looked like he was going toward the net, spun to the corner, then centered it out in front with a chop shot. They score! The streak is over as Aiden Kennedy gets his first goal as an Eagle at 14:30, and the Eagles have a 1-0 lead, all on the speed of Mateo Pekka. Takes a shot that's deflected by Delory, then taken away nicely by the aggressive play of Meyer. Meyer up on right wing, feeds a nice little pass ahead to Santoro, in over the line, closes it and scores! Nice little chip pass by Meyer for his first varsity point, and Santoro came in on right wing and ripped the shot by McLarnon at a 1 minute even. Santoro's third goal of the year, and the Eagles have a 2-0 lead, Coach.
Yeah, he did a really good job of selling pass, and you can see the goaltender just leaned a little bit, at which point Joe released the shot.
From about 20 feet out, that just went wide. Puck inside the zone. In front, they score. A loose puck ends up on a stick of Jake Lavoie, 10 feet out. No chance for Kunin, and out comes the Eagles over the line. Gets the center, is Kennedy. Dumps it in. Eagles will chase after it. Murray. Murray wins the race, leaves it for Kennedy, who's pinching in down low. Nice pass to Murray in the net, and he scores!
Goal lead at home, and you're going into the third.
Back to the point. A long shot, they score, and there it is right there. Deflected shot.
Welcome back into the Sports Center of Connecticut as we're just about a minute away from the start of this second period of play. We're all knotted up at zeros between the Post University Eagles and the St. Michael's College Purple Knights. Take a look at those first period stats, and they make the game seem a bit closer than I think it actually was. For St. Michael's, they totaled 8 shots on goal in the first period, only 9 for Post University, but you can really tell that Post dominated time of possession, especially in their offensive zone. 19 total shots in that first period for Post, make it 15 for St. Michael's. 0 for 2 on the power play was St. Michael's. Post starts this period with just about a minute 40, a minute 30 to go on their power play, so they're still 0 for 0. And after starting losing the battle 1-4 in the face-off battle, it's now 8-4 in favor of Post. So they've really turned that around in the first period. Hannah Saunders, perfect. Annika Lavender, perfect in the first period of play. And we're set for what should be a very fun second period. We learned, by the way, in the intermission, it was a too many men on the ice penalty assessed to St. Michael. So that is what has given Post this upcoming power play. It's going to be 4-on-4 for almost a few seconds. Trying to get all the scoreboard situation settled up. Both teams are out on the ice. It looks like it's Wysocki, Ringer, and that second line forward grouping for Post University. It's Ruiz taking the faceoff for St. Michael's College. Still waiting for a few of the things on the scoreboard to settle itself up. Now referee has gone over to the scorer's table to try to figure this one out. It's just about the penalty timings and how much is left, so I'm still kind of personally curious about how much time is left on the 4v4 penalty, but we'll get there eventually. Yesterday's game, remember, it was Angelina Ruiz for St. Michael's who opened the scoring in the first period. It was 1-0 before Post got 3 unanswered goals. It was Julia Wysocki with 2 of them, as well as Noah Farberman.
That black one's your guy.
Over in the St. Michael's net, we got Annika Lavender stretching out. Now the referees are having a conversation with Pat Bingham over at the Post University bench. And they go back over to the scorer's table, really taking quite a while to settle this one up. Decent crowd today here at the Shelton Sports Center of Connecticut. Not quite the crowd we had a few weeks ago for that series against Sacred Heart University. That series in which, by the way, Post won both games against the #1 team in the New Hawk Conference. But still, attendance getting better and better as the season goes along, and Post University, for that matter, getting better and better as the season goes along. Referees now having this conference over at center ice. Might be some sort of issue going on with the scoreboard, so they might not have the numbers up there for the power plays and the penalty kills and whatnot. Looks like they're not going to put it up there, so we are 4-on-4. We are getting ready for the second period of play, and before we do, now Megan Sweezy wants a word with the referees. You can hear it. Post ready to go. They're all fired up on the bench, and yet so now they're bringing literally everyone on the ice together. I've never seen this before. And my guess is that there's something going on with the scoreboard that's not allowing them to display the penalty time. So they're kind of clarifying what's going to happen. What is the procedure to get everyone out of the box? That's what I'm assuming. But again, this is all speculation. Either way, ready to go. The puck is dropped. Post wins it, and we're underway here in the second after quite a long break. Ringer takes a shot right off the bat. It gets gloved down by Lavender, and that's how the second period starts. So now somebody comes out of the penalty box for Post University. It's Ruby Mitchell moves her way towards the bench. I guess they were just waiting for the first whistle. And it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play for Post. First power play of the game. It's going to be a little less than 2 minutes as it started on a 4-on-4. So Rowan Ringer has it in that near corner. Gives it off to Wysocki. Wysocki looking to center something up. Instead sends it to the blue line. Just a misplay that time by Casey Van den Udelaar. Sends it in deep. Now back around the boards to Danny Amons. And Amons, that pass just doesn't really go. St. Michael's able to clear the zone, get a change in. 19:25 left to go here in the second period of play. We'll keep a close eye over on that penalty box to see when this penalty does end. Post University trying to break out through neutral ice into the offensive zone. And actually, I have an internal clock right here, it looks like. So we got 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Brooke Larson trickles one towards the net, but it deflects wide on that shot. Post gets the rebound. Hatfield hands it off for Amons. Now for Wysocki. Wysocki tries the shot. It gets blocked. A good effort that time from St. Michael's. Better effort from Danny Amons to keep it in. Rowan Ringer around that far wing centers one, but no one there to connect. Trickles towards these near boards. A couple of Purple Knights there, and Danny Amons wins the battle 1-on-2. Picks it up herself, keeps it in the offensive zone. Less than 20 seconds to go on the power play. Amon still has it, hands it off to McKavicus. McKavicus fires a shot, and it just misses wide of the net. Peterson keeps it in the O-zone. Back towards the blue line. There's another opportunity. Never quite reached the netting. Gets cut off that time by Audrey Hetman. Power play is over. Back to even strength. Alicia McDonald back on the ice. She immediately subs off. 5-on-5, and Post heads into the O-zone. Both teams over on the power play. A good screenshot from Macy Peterson. Easy save. Kicked away from Annika Lavender. Little dump and chase action here from the Purple Knights. And Post is able to collect it easily behind their netting. Trying to clear it. Couldn't quite do so. Now McKavicus, that's Peterson actually slows it down. Hands it off. Post gets it out of their defensive end only temporarily as Newpower sends it right back in. Saunders plays it behind her netting. Hands it off, goes around those far boards. Good job by St. Michael's to just keep it in the offensive zone right now. Now they're setting up possession. Chadle with the shot, and that's blockered up into the air by Saunders. Loose puck in front. Not really any Purple Knights there to take advantage. Good hard hit that time to keep the puck in the O zone. This is Chadle once again. Hands it off for Keys. That shot misses, now goes over to McDonald. McDonald gets tied up in those near corners, and Macy Peterson comes away with it for the Eagles. Post trying to clear, and they do so. Goes right back to St. Michael's at neutral ice. Newpower sends it back into the offensive zone. Larson chasing after it for Post. She gets tied up as two bodies go hard into the corner. Still alive for St. Michael's as they have an opportunity. The shot couldn't quite go. The puck is loose out in front of the net. No one there to collect for either side, and eventually Post does get it out of their defensive end. Right back in goes the puck into that far corner. Long up ice pass. Actually hits a referee and stays in the offensive zone. Boy, St. Michael's catching a break that time as nothing gets whistled down for offsides. The centering pass, but nothing could connect. Tim-Marie Grom picks it up, drifts behind her own netting, gets leveled, loses the puck. It's still loose out there. Now drifts right into the crease of Saunders, and Saunders covers it up smartly. 16:07 left to go here in the second period as they're still scoreless between these two teams. And how about St. Michael's with a little bit of pressure once we got back to even strength to kick off this second? Brooke Larson having a word with one of the referees as she heads back towards the Post bench. Faceoff's going to come to the right of Hannah Saunders here. For St. Michael's, it's LeBlanc in there in the faceoff circle, and she wins it cleanly. Dances to the blue line. The shot, the deflection, the rebound chance, and a good save from Saunders to keep it out. Dances into that near corner around the boards, and Post able to get it out of their defensive end. LeBlanc trying to clear her own defensive zone now. Puck ends up going to Maddie Quinn. Quinn hands it off forward. The pass couldn't go. Karis Kell chasing after it for Post. Brianna Jarvis was also there for St. Michael's. No one could really get it, and it goes out of the zone. Back into the defensive zone of the Purple Knights. Fitzgibbon collects it. 15:25 left to go in the second period of play. The long up-ice pass, maybe just a bad idea there from Fitzgibbon. St. Michael's tries to reset, but haven't really been able to do so cleanly yet. Now they can as they move into the offensive zone. There's a shot on goal, but Saunders watches it fly into her glove easily. Shot coming off of the stick of Alize LeBlanc. Alize LeBlanc. I'm not great on my French-Canadian pronunciations, but hey, we're trying. Goes over to the left side of Hannah Saunders. That's where the faceoff will take place. Jody Rose in the circle for Post University. Elizabeth Garaby in there for St. Michael's. Tim-Marie Grom once again having a word with the officials before she heads over to the Post bench. The face-off, the tie-up. No one wins it yet. Still bouncing around over there, and it's going to go St. Michael's' way. A quick shot on goal. The rebound opportunity, and Hannah Saunders with a beautiful save. Another chance at Hannah Saunders. How did she recover there? Boy, sprawling out the netminder for Post University, and she has made a couple of doozies early in the second. Now Post trying to counterattack. Ruby Mitchell going into the offensive zone where Fitzgibbon does end up getting there first. Trying to clear her defensive end. She couldn't do so. Goes in deeper. Farberman has it. Farberman centers a pass, but no one there to really take the shot. Now Danny Amons, puck deflects, never hits the net. And that was Jody Gratton who was able to clear it out. Coming the other way now, St. Michael's. Back to Gratton, and Gratton's shot gets blocked up and over the net. Rebounds out into that far boards, the far corner. St. Michael's still with possession. A one-time opportunity, but the shot gets blocked. Good positioning. That was Jody Rose, Casey Von Den Udelar who blocked that shot. Battle for the loose puck at center ice. St. Michael's wins it. Don't have possession now, and a bad mess up here. She's Rowan Ringer. All alone, she off the post. Oh, a great opportunity, and the goalie's best friend denies one. Rowan Ringer almost was able to tie the team lead in goals with Julia Wysocki on that shot attempt there, but we remain scoreless. Ringer still has it along the near board, sends it in deep, around that far corner. A couple of 27s battling after it. Ends up being Julia Wysocki who wins it for post. Puck is loose in the offensive end. No one's really come up with it. Now Makavakis does. Sends it around the net. Sage will decide, tries to keep it in the offensive zone, is able to do so, but it looks like St. Michael's is going to try to clear, and they do. Up the ice, but barely, just into the neutral zone. Wysocki takes it back into the offensive end. Into the near boards, Julia Shadle. She has it now, trying to break out for St. Michael's, but the pass just doesn't work. Couple of deflections, goes off the body of Wysocki. Now Rowan Ringer has it. Ringer dances, makes a man miss, tries to center it, but a good play by St. Michael's to take that one away. That was Audrey Hetman. Rowan Ringer was really calling for a pass aggressively there, but no one was able to find her at center ice. 12:39 to go in this first period, and now we're seeing Post University with a lot of sustained offensive possession. Jet Devlin near the blue line. As she takes a shot, it deflects into between the legs, and it's covered up by Annika Lavender. 12:29 to go in this second period. Boy, it wasn't the most exciting first period, and we have seen back and forth offense. Left and right they go here in the second. It's the third line offensive group out there for Post University. Meanwhile, it's that starting fourth line for St. Michael's. Post wins the faceoff. Karis Kell with a long wrist shot, hits a body before it hits the net. That was Newpower who blocked that one, and she takes it herself into the offensive zone. In that near corner, stops on a dime, hands it off to her teammate who takes a bouncing puck shot, and Saunders is able to keep an eye on it, cover it up. In the game, 13 shots on goal for Post University, make it 14 for St. Michael's. So these two teams going back and forth fairly evenly, especially here in the second period. Another face-off win for the Eagles. That's where they do have the distinct advantage so far. At 11-6, make it 12-6 after that one. Karis Kell has it for Post as St. Michael's makes a big change. The puck goes all the way up the ice, and it's going to be whistled down for an icing. So St. Michael's will be able to finish that change. Post will have to keep everyone else on the ice. It's a group of Jet Devlin, Macy Peterson, Karis Kell. Riley Patfield's in there as well. It's also Brooke Larson, the other defensive pairing for Post. Face-off, Post wins it, but stays in the offensive zone. Only temporarily. Really good job by Riley Patfield to block that one in a 3-on-3 forming. Jet Devlin stands up a hit, sends it into the far corner. Looked like she was trying to center it, but couldn't quite get it cleanly. Couple of bodies over at that blue line. It stays in the offensive zone at Post, and now an entire platoon swap. All 5 players come off the ice. Up the ice goes St. Michael's. Pass goes right to Von Den Udelaar, but she kicks it right back to St. Michael's. Centering pass, no one there to connect. Pass coming off the stick of Elise LeBlanc. Now coming the other way, Hannah Luckman with a lot of speed. She takes the shot, and it's kicked away by Lavender. Von Den Udelaar keeps it in. It goes over to the near corner. Danny Amons stands up a hit. Hands it off to her teammate, but Tristan Curry just couldn't handle it cleanly. And St. Michael's able to clear into the offensive zone. Elise LeBlanc chasing after it hard, and that got whistled down. Oh boy, very controversial icing call there, as Elise LeBlanc looked like she had a step and a half on the Post University player, but somehow the referees determined she lost the race. Well, so everyone on Post and a very tired LeBlanc will have to stay on the ice. Everyone on St. Michael's, I should have said. Meanwhile, Post got the change, and LeBlanc still able to win the faceoff. Back to Fitzgibbon on those near corners. That one was played with a high stick. Doesn't get whistled down. Goes into the offensive zone of St. Michael's. Nelson isn't able to keep it in. And Sage will decide, picks it up for Post. Post looking to break out through neutral ice. Noah Farberman tried to dump it in, but couldn't quite do so as that attempt got cut off, and St. Michael's goes the other way now. Long up ice pass intended for Anna Nelson. Nelson just couldn't quite handle it, and that'll be an icing going the other way. 10-13 left in this middle period of play, just about halfway through this game. 14-15 is the shot on goals total favoring St. Michael's College. Both teams 0 for on the power plays. 0 for 2 is St. Michael's, 0 for 1 is Post University. And hey, 13-7 face-off victories for the Eagles. The face-off make it 14-7. A quick shot off the draw, but it gets blocked. Ringer took the shot. Not sure who got their body in front of it, and Wysocki sustains possession. Wrong that right wing, hands it off to Marley Webster. Webster to Wysocki. The one-timer goes way up and over the net. Great attempt, great idea, just not the best execution, but if you can keep firing those one-time attempts away, eventually you'll find the first goal of the game. Under 10 minutes to go. That means it's our first media timeout here in the second period. We're still scoreless between the Post University Eagles and the St. Michael's College Purple Knights. Both teams back out on the ice, 9:59 to go in this scoreless second period between St. Michael's and Post University. A really back and forth second period. We'll give you the period-specific numbers in just a moment, but a quick shot off the draw. That shot came off the stick of Selena Mikavakis. Once again, you like the attempt from Post, just struggling to solve the puzzle that is Annika Lavender right now, as she has been spectacular in net. Tie up on the faceoff, another win for Post University. They send it in deep. Mikavakis collects. Tries to center a pass. No one's there to pick it up. Karis Kell keeps it in the offensive zone. Only temporarily, actually more than temporarily, Wysocki was able to block the clearing attempt. Puck is loose, and Ringer picks it up. Wysocki playing a little bit beaten up after that block. Centers the pass. Goes back out towards the blue line, I should say. Webster's pass doesn't go. And maybe an opportunity, but Webster wins the race to the loose puck. Ringer going the other way. Into the offensive zone. Hands it off to her teammate. And what a goal for Post University. My goodness, a beautiful tic-tac-toe one-time opportunity, and Julia Wysocki finishes it off. Catching everybody by surprise. Just a quick, slow developing 3-on-2, and Wysocki makes it 1-0 Post University. For Julia Wysocki, her team leading 9th goal of the season, her 3rd goal of this series, and her 16th point of the season as well. 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. And that one, don't blink and you'll miss it. Goes off the back, goes a beautiful centering pass off the back end of Wysocki and right into the top shelf of the net. Let's see, can Post try to make it 2 in a row quickly, keeping the pressure on. Riley Patfield had it in the offensive zone. Official scoring coming in on the goal there. Mikavakis gets the primary assist. Actually, the only assist goes to Selena Mikavakis on that, once again, beautiful one-timer. The connection between those two and Rowan Ringer, that second line for Post, has been lethal all season long, and it continues to be today. Less than 9 minutes to go in this second period. Now Post working with the lead. Trying to keep the puck in their offensive zone. They can't do so as Angelina Ruiz takes it and sends it down the ice. Over there to collect, Vanda Nudelar. Post trying to set up a breakout. They chip it forward and through neutral ice. Devlin tips it to her teammate, and now Grom has it. Into the offensive zone goes Grom. Loses it, and a good job by St. Michael's to take it away. Only temporarily. Danny Amons has it now. Like the thought on that pass up the ice, just not the best execution. Hannah Luckman a bit frustrated as the pass missed her stick. Would have been a good one-on-one breakaway attempt, but hard pass to execute there, and it goes back down to the other end of the ice for an icing. Face off to the right of Hannah Saunders. St. Michael's wins it.
19 and 15.
The tie up in that far corner. And St. Michael's does end up coming away with it. Let's see if they can start something offensively now. It was a pretty good first 5 minutes to the second period for the Purple Knights, and they've really slowed it down since then. Post sends it all the way up the ice where Tristan Curry wins the race to take away the possible icing. Centers a pass. It goes off a couple of sticks and back behind the netting. Over to those near boards. Sajal Desai with nobody around her. Tries to center it, but that pass gets blocked. Good job by New Power to put her body in front of that one. Desai once again keeps it in. Couple of bodies here. Gerilo, Callender, and Jody Rose comes away with it. Rose one-on-none. She takes the shot, and it goes off the body of Annika Lavender. A good positioning save there. Gerilo has it now for St. Michael's as she moves out of her defensive end. Sends it all the way up the ice. That should be an icing, and it is. St. Michael's was just about to change. They're not going to be able to do so. It'll go back towards the end of Annika Lavender. Second period stats so far. Shots on goal, dead even. 7 apiece for both sides. Make it 18 total shots, though, for Post, as opposed to 13 for St. Michael's. And hey, in this second period, it's 9-4 face-offs in the face-off battle in favor of the Eagles. Trying to make it 10-4 is Jody Rose, and she does. Puck stays in the offensive zone for Post. Now Ruby Mitchell, the other end. Noah Farberman, she tries a tough angle shot, and I believe it went off the body of Lavender. Another opportunity. The puck is still loose. Lavender got her glove on it, and then no one could follow it up. Now St. Michael's coming out of their defensive zone, and once again, Post, that neutral ice / forecheck defense, just so good. Once again, back into their offensive end. Jody Rose. Rose takes a tough shot, gets sticked away by Lavender. Ruby Mitchell picks up the rebound. Sends it into that near corner. Battle for the puck. Rose wins it temporarily. Karis Kell was almost able to cut it off. Now it goes out into the offensive zone of St. Michael's. Audrey Hetman chasing after it, but she loses that race. It was Karis Kell who won it. Now Rowan Ringer dancing towards center ice. Tries to just speed her way past a couple of Purple Knights, and she does. Now at the left wing, she takes the shot. It kicks into the netting. Good save from Lavender. The centering try, and that was Jody Rose who couldn't handle the shot cleanly. Might have just completely fanned on it. Mikavakis handles the rebound only temporarily. Drifts back out towards the blue line. Karis Kell sends a loose shot on goal. Well, almost on goal. It actually got blocked before that. Hard hit along those far boards there. Puck does end up clearing the St. Michael's defensive end. But once again, only temporarily. 5:25 to go left in the second period. Turnover there. Rowan Ringer tries the shot. Another opportunity and a great save from Lavender as she keeps it from being 2-0. Julia Wysocki found herself with the puck all alone in front of the net and tried to get her second backhanded goal of the game. And Annika Lavender sprawling out to take it away and keeping it at 1-0. Both netminders tonight have been nothing short of spectacular. For Saunders, it doesn't feel like she's been tested the same way Lavender has. But hey, you can only stop the ones that are heading your way. Wysocki with a one-timer, she scores! Julia Wysocki again! Her second goal of the night, her fourth of the series. And how about this line for Post University? Doesn't stop being productive as it's now 2-0 Eagles. Looks like there's a meeting of minds here between the referees and the scorers table. Not sure if they're going to review this one, and don't know what they would be reviewing it possibly for if they are. We're going to take a break here on the Post University Network. Julia Wysocki, what a game she is having. Her second of the game makes it 2-0 Post. So it wasn't a review. It was St. Michael's taking a timeout, trying to collect themselves after, well, it was only 3 minutes ago that this game was tied at zeros, and now all of a sudden it's Post with a 2-0 lead. Thanks to Julia Wysocki. Wysocki, her team leading 10th goal of the season, the first on Post to hit double digits. And Post wins the faceoff this time again. Tries to send to the offensive zone, can't do so. Now St. Michael's trying to recover after the timeout. They send it into their O zone, chasing after it. Good hard hit that time, and a penalty is going to be called. I believe that's on Grace Covington, and we'll see what actually ends up happening here. But it'll be Grace Canterbury, I should have said, excuse me, but it is Grace Canterbury who gets called for the body checking penalty and or interference penalty. And either way, it's going to be 2 minutes, and the second power play attempt for Post University. 0 for 1 so far, are they? On the season on the power play. They have the 5th best power play in the New Hawk Conference. They're at 14.1% entering today. And meanwhile, St. Michael's only stopping about 60% of the power plays against them. That's the worst in the conference. They win the face-off here, send it around the boards. Karis Kell's going to stop it before it ever exits the zone. Brooke Larson, now back to Kell. Kell takes the shot, but it deflects wide of the netting. McGillis behind the netting, just trying to waste some time here as the clock ticks below 5 minutes. Three Eagles, 2 Purple Knights in there. The puck just not really moving whatsoever, and good call by the referees to blow it dead. We'll have a face-off. Actually, they might be calling this a delay of game penalty. My goodness, they're going to call a delay of game on Ellie McGillis. Wow, it's something you don't see very often. You could pretty much tell that McGillis was trying to waste time there. And a call that you see almost never at this level in hockey is going to get called here. It's going to allow Post to go on a 5-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 35 seconds. Tough break if you're St. Michael's College. So that's something you're pretty much taught to do. Hold the puck against the boards, try to waste as much time, but you are taught to be a little more sneaky than McGillis was being. And Emerson McGillis, tough mistake there. Let's see if Post can take advantage here. Important first step, winning the faceoff. They do that. Goes back to Larson at the blue line. To Ringer, back to Larson. Larson with the one-time shot, misses wide of the net. The rebound chance, and Wysocki fired it up over. Wysocki was looking for the hat trick there in the single period. All the way back down to the other end of the ice. A good clearance for St. Michael's as Post looks to reset. Wysocki hands it off to Ringer. Ringer going 2-on-2. She takes the shot and good blocker save from Lavender. She gets her own rebound. Centering pass, that one blockered away and gloved down by Lavender. 58 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3 power play before they'll get just about 30 seconds of 5-on-4. It's Ringer, Wysocki, McKavakis, Amons, and Karis Kell out there for Post. Meanwhile, it's Ruiz, and trying to see a couple of the other numbers for St. Michael's. Amons back to Karis Kell, back to Amons. Kell once again at the center of the blue line. Over to the other side now, Ringer sends it across the ice, but Danny Amons couldn't handle it cleanly, and St. Michael's catches a break. 45 seconds left to go, 5-on-3. Kell back into the offensive zone. Gets bodied along those near boards. McKavakis picks up the rebound. Now Ringer with an opportunity sends it across the ice. And a good play by Julia Wysocki to kick it and handle it, but couldn't quite get the shot on goal. I think you would have loved to see a body checking call there if you're a Post, but you're not going to get one, especially not when you're up 5-on-3. Into the O zone, Danny Amons for Macy Peterson. Now Farberman. Farberman shoots, but it goes wide of the net. 15 seconds left, 5-on-3. Karis Kell to Amons. Back to Kell. Kell the one-time shot. Blocked down. The puck is still loose out in front. And a couple of great saves from Lavender. Now St. Michael's coming the other way. Brianna Jarvis tries a long shot, and that one was never going to go, but good defensive play to get her body in front of it. It's now 5-on-4, only for about 15 more seconds. Post moving up the ice. Jody Rose into the offensive zone. Less than 10 seconds to go on the woman advantage. Jones stops on a dime and sends it back towards the blue line. Now this is Van den Udelaar. Over to the top, Larson. looking for a few women, but can't find anybody, and now St. Michael's takes it the other way. Back to even strength, coming out of the penalty box. They try a centering pass, a one-on-none, and a great save from Saunders. Saunders takes it away and keeps this game at a 2-0 score. I believe that shot came from the stick of Maddie Quinn, although I'm not totally positive. It was a fantastic couple of plays to allow St. Michael's to get a prime scoring opportunity, but Hannah Saunders making herself big, cutting off the possible shot, and making the save. Now McDonald, as she takes a tough shot, that puck is still loose out in front, and they score! St. Michael's makes it 2-1. And that goal is going to belong to Anna Gerillo. For Gerillo, her second goal of the season, her third point overall, and St. Michael's not out of it yet as we're back to a one-goal game. Boy, this period has had a little bit of everything. We've had a 5-on-3, we've had numerous types of penalty kills, power plays, referee conferences, clock issues, and now the third goal of the period makes it a one-goal game. I'll get you the official numbers on that goal when they come in just a few moments. We know that the goal scorer is Anna Gerillo, her second of the season. Waiting for a few things here. Refs all looking towards the scorers table. For Gerillo, the sophomore out of Stillwater, Minnesota, and Gentry Academy. And referees are now having a couple conversations with each of the coaches. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Minute 46 left to go in this second period of play. Face-off at neutral ice, and now it's the Purple Knights with momentum winning the face-off. Gerillo once again into the offensive zone. She has it poked away from her. Now the tie-up right at the blue line of the St. Michael's O-zone. And Noah Farberman comes away with it for Post University. Makes a woman miss, hands it off to her teammate. Ruby Mitchell going 2-on-1. Now Farberman takes a tough angled shot, and a good save that time from Lavender. Jody Rose gets bodied behind the offensive net. It goes around the boards to her teammate, Marley Webster. Webster couldn't handle it cleanly, tries to just send it in deep, couldn't do so. And now St. Michael's clearing. Race for the loose puck, and St. Michael's wins it. Alicia McDonald had it, got it taken away. Still in the offensive zone of the Purple Knights. And now Marley Webster sends it into their own offensive zone. Less than a minute to go here in what has been a very eventful second period of play. To that far corner, Sajal Desai, looks like. Actually, that's Riley Patfield. She got it taken away from her. Grace Canterbury couldn't handle it cleanly for St. Michael's, but Angelina Ruiz picks her up. Now this is Mary Lees. Lees couldn't handle the puck. Taken away by Marley Webster. Trickles into that far corner. Centering pass. No one there for St. Michael's. Another opportunity and a great save from Saunders. That shot came off of Emerson McGillis, who got the delay of game penalty earlier. Less than 30 seconds to go. Actually, less than 20 seconds to go. Puck at neutral ice. Into the O-zone. Canterbury towards that right wing. Looking for a centering pass. Finds one and it's saved by Saunders. 10 seconds to go. Into that near corner. Canterbury once again goes behind the net. Now Post just trying to clear the defensive zone. They do. Do they have time for one last push? Not really, no. That's the second period. What a second period it was. 2-1 in favor of the Eagles for Post. Both the goals coming off their star forward, Julia Wysocki. Her fourth goal of the series. And how about for St. Michael's after falling down 2-0? They snatch a bit of momentum before we hit the intermission, thanks to Anna Gerillo in her second of the season. So don't go anywhere. We should have a very bumpy, fun road to the finish as you're watching Post University Athletics. And welcome back to the Sports Center of Connecticut, just about 30 seconds away from starting this third and potentially final period of play, although with the way this game has gone, I guess you never really know. It's the Post University Eagles holding a 2-1 lead over the St. Michael's College Purple Knights. Well, how did we get here, you ask? First, Post took a 2-0 lead in that second period. Both goals came off the stick of Julia Wysocki. That adds up to her 10th of this season. A few numbers to go along with that for Wysocki. Number one, that 10th goal of the season puts her in sole possession of second on the season in terms of conference leaders in goals. The only one ahead of her is Miss Jackson over at St. Anselm College. It also puts her at tied third all-time in Post University's history for goals in a season. And hey, there's plenty of opportunities left for her to get even more. The third period is underway. St. Michael's wins the starting face-off, and they immediately try to send things into their offensive zone. Post looking for an icing. They're not going to get one as the Purple Knights win that race. Goes back behind the netting of Hannah Saunders, who has once again been spectacular through 2 periods of play today. Now over into that far corner. That was Callender with it for a quick second, but she had it taken away. Now the puck is loose. Danny Amons tries to collect for Post. Couldn't do it cleanly, but Angeline Pitter picks her right back up. Bank pass up the ice, intended for Rowan Ringer, and a beautiful pass at that. Ringer, she takes the shot, and it's gobbled up easily that time by Lavender. And for how much we've talked about Hannah Saunders, and deservedly so, Lavender has had a tremendous night in net as well. Both of the goals, there was really not a whole lot she can do about. The first, a beautiful one-time tap-in by Julia Wysocki. The second, a one-timer slap shot by Julia Wysocki. St. Michael's wins that face-off, send it around these near boards, exits their defensive zone, and now they send it into the offensive zone. Ruiz is chasing after it for St. Michael's. So was Tristan Curry. Tie up along these near boards. No one's come away with it yet. Now the Eagles do. It's Vanden Odelar. Around the near boards it goes. Doesn't exit the zone. Ellie Newpower kept it in for St. Michael's. Peterson hands it off to Sajel Desai. Desai working her way up the ice through neutral ice. Now into the offensive zone goes Riley Patfield. Patfield tries to deke around Newpower. Couldn't do so. Tries to center it. Newpower cuts it off that time as well. Up the ice goes St. Michael's. A hard hit that time. Riley Patfield just laid out Ruiz, and I think maybe gave her a bit of an apology on her way back to the bench. Now up the other end of the ice, Tristan Curry tried to make a move, couldn't do so. St. Michael's with possession. Almost looked like they're trying to lose it for a quick second, and they do. Through neutral ice, into the offensive zone of St. Michael's. No one's really there to collect it. Karis Kell gobbles it up. Kell all the way up the other end of the ice. That's going to end up being an icing. And there it is. 17:57 left to go in this third period of play. Bring you some stats through this game, team-wise. Throughout the entire game, it's 40 shots on goal. Well, actually, I'm looking at the wrong game. Excuse me. I was looking at the double overtime game, or the shootout game between St. Anselm and Sacred Heart University that's also going on right now. The 2 top teams in the conference squaring off against each other. I'll give you some of the stats in the next whistle. As Post wins that face-off, Karis Kell around those near boards, sends it up the ice. And the pass does successfully land on the stick of Tristan Curry before she shoots it all the way down. Little dump and forecheck action here from Post University. Meanwhile, St. Michael's trying to clear their defensive zone. Couldn't really do it cleanly. It does get out of there, but only for a quick second, as Post sends it right back in, and they're going to get a few people off the ice. Now up the other way of the ice, a really good long pass intended for Brianna Jarvis. Jarvis just couldn't handle it. Ooh, took a weird bounce off the boards. Luckily for the Eagles, there was a player right there. Julia Wysocki sent it up. Back down behind the netting of Hannah Saunders and another icing. 17-13 left in this third. So now we'll get you some of these team stats going. Overall in the game, it's 28 shots on goal for Post. Make it 20 for St. Michael's. Both teams 0 for 3 on the power play are the Eagles, 0 for 2 are the Purple Knights. And face-off-wise, it's 26-10, a huge advantage in favor of Post University. St. Michael's almost winning no face-offs in that second. Rowan Ringer dances around a couple of defenders, took a tough angled shot, and now there's nobody in net. Lavender having a hard time getting to her feet, still trying to scramble around, but good defense from St. Michael's as Post was trying to just get the puck over there, and they couldn't really do so. Now coming the other way, but it gets taken away. Selena McCavickis with a good interception there. Pass intended for Julia Wysocki. Wysocki tried to center it. Gets cut off. And now good play here by Vonda Noodlar just to send it in deep behind the net and give everyone a chance to reset. Give the Eagles a chance to change. Up the ice it goes. It's going to be the third icing in the last 60 seconds on St. Michael's. One thing that you got to be very happy about if you're Megan Sweezy and the St. Michael's coaching staff, it's got to be the block shot totals. 16 block shots in this game from your St. Michael's defenseman. That's very impressive. You can compare that to 7, which is still a good number for post, but not nearly the 16. Offensive zone faceoff when the one-time shot just missed the netting wide. Vanda Noodlar collects it at the blue line, sends it deeper. Back towards Casey Vanda Noodlar. She picks it up just for a quick second, gets leveled pretty hard by Alicia McDonald. Nothing called, and St. Michael's comes the other way. Ruiz sends it into the offensive zone. Pass gets intercepted by Danny Amons. And now a good breakout opportunity here for Post. Pass couldn't get handled cleanly by Peterson. Now Canterbury into the offensive zone. She gets cut off by Amons. And Amons sends it around the boards out of the defensive end through neutral ice. St. Michael's sends it right back in as they do a little dump and change. Amons just tries to send it around the boards. Bad pass. Don't even know if she really saw who she was passing it to that time. And St. Michael's takes advantage. The centering pass almost went. Scary opportunity if you're an Eagles fan. And right now the Purple Knights trying to gather some momentum. Just about 5 minutes played in this third. Another centering try deflected off the stick of Grace Canterbury, and a good save from Hannah Saunders. Looked like it was a weird shot there. I'm not sure if Canterbury even knew that she got it there. As Newpower has an opportunity, and Saunders gobbles that one up with her glove. 15-14 to go, and here come the Purple Knights as they're starting to snatch a bit of momentum. St. Michael's with one win on the season. One win in conference play, but hey, they don't really look like it today. They're playing a pretty competitive group out here. They win that face-off. Newpower has it in this near corner. Tries the shot on goal. Bounces a few times. The loose puck is still loose. They score! Brand new game! For St. Michael's, it's Anna Nelson with the goal, and we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. For Anna Nelson, her second goal of the season. And you could just feel that one coming. St. Michael's felt like they had all the momentum in the last 90 seconds. They were buzzing around on the ice, and that line, that second line for St. Michael's comes up big. Now, how do the Eagles respond here? Brand new game, about 15 minutes, and how about LeBlanc with an opportunity? She takes the shot, and Saunders denies it. A couple of bodies go hard into the boards. Good thing everyone's okay, so everyone gets back to their feet. Noah Farberman, 2-on-2, forming the other way. Farberman's shot gets blocked wide of the netting. Couple of Eagles there for the rebound. It goes to Larson. Larson intends a pass into that left wing. Jody Rose picks it up. Back towards the blue line for Karis Kell. Kell sends it in deep, around the boards, over into that near corner, back out towards the blue line. And Ruby Mitchell wasn't quite able to keep it in the offensive zone. Dump and change here for Post University. Karis Kell's the only one who didn't get off the ice, and now she will. Actually, she's staying on. Marley Webster intercepts the pass. Sends it in deep. St. Michael's sends it around their own defensive end, now trying to break things out. Good interception there from Rowan Ringer. Boy, you can tell whenever Rowan Ringer is on the ice, she just carries a different level of speed about her. It's whistled down for offsides with just about 14 minutes left in this third. Six minutes into this third period of play. Shots on goal in this period. How about this? St. Michael's with 5. Post with 1. I don't know what was said by Megan Sweezy in that second intermission, but whatever it was, it worked. Through neutral ice, Danny Amons now drifts into the offensive zone. She takes the long shot, and it gets blocked down that time by Lavender. Back behind the netting it goes into the near corner where Angeline Pitter picks it up. Stands up a hit, but the puck does trickle back towards St. Michael's possession. Rowan Ringer trying to intercept it, sends it in deep. She does. Over that near corner, the centering try, but no one could get a shot on goal. And St. Michael's just smartly clears it out of their defensive end. Back up the ice go the Eagles. That up ice pass got intercepted, but only temporarily. Now Angeline Pitter tries to settle down the bouncing puck, and she just dumps it in. An official goal off the stick. They're calling it Elise LeBlanc actually with the goal that time. Either way, St. Michael's tried to clear their zone, but actually went up into the netting, deflected out of play, so we'll have another whistle with 12:50 to go here in this third period. Both teams getting a quick platoon swap in for Post University. It's going to be Peterson, Devlin, Riley Patfield. That third line grouping out at forward. Meanwhile, it's the lines, that second line group out there for St. Michael's. They win the defensive zone faceoff, try to send it up the ice, and they send it a little too far. Now racing after as Sage will decide she wins it by a mile. We'll have another icing. This game started off with Julia Wysocki scoring 2 goals herself to make it 2-0 Post, but in the latter minutes of that second period and the starting minutes of this third, back-to-back goals for St. Michael's makes it 2-2. Now another try here, a long shot from Sagel to side, but good lane to see it if you're Lavender, and she gobbled it up easily. Same grouping out there for Post University. A quick line change for St. Michael's. Drop the puck, and St. Michael's wins the faceoff. That's been another big key to their success here in this third period of play. Send it back up the middle of the ice. Pass gets cut off only temporarily. Sagel Desai picks it up herself. Desai into the offensive zone. Tries the tough angled shot. Gets gloved aside by Lavender. Back towards the blue line now. Patfield with a long shot. That one misses the net wide. Trickles into that far corner. Back out towards the blue line. Brooke Larson with it. Larson, she fires a slap shot, and I believe it deflected wide of the net that time. St. Michael's trying to clear. Can't do so. Good forecheck here from Post University as they dump it back in and change a couple of players off the ice. Now St. Michael's coming the other way. Tried a cross-ice pass, got intercepted by Grom. Over to Karis Kell. Kell, long pass up the ice. Tristan Curry tipped it forward. Prevents the icing from happening, where Lavender plays it behind her own netting. Into this near corner it goes. Just about 11:30 left in this third period. Good opportunity here. Hannah Luckman dancing towards the net. Couldn't quite use it. Brooke Larson back at the blue line. Just tries to send it in deep. Couldn't quite get the pass to connect, and Post will have to reset. That's even if they can get possession. They don't. Now going the other way. St. Michael's. Brianna Jarvis gets leveled at the walls, but here's another opportunity. The tough angled shot for Garibay doesn't go. LeBlanc comes away with the puck for St. Michael's, but she couldn't get it to quite connect with her teammate as Hannah Luckman took it away. Only temporarily, LeBlanc has it on her stick again. Back around the boards into this near corner. Garibay sends it back towards the blue line. Oh, great opportunity here. The backhand try, and Saunders says no. Boy, how did somebody end up all alone out in front? Don't think it was quite LeBlanc. It might have been New Power there who found the puck on her stick and a prime A scoring chance. Over on the other end of the ice. Looked like Post was trying to rush up the ice, but a good backtrack from St. Michael's to prevent anything from forming there. As they're trying to break out of their own defensive end. Heavy on the forecheck is Post. Heads back out to Audrey Hetman, who has it. Hetman leaves it for New Power, and New Power just sends it way deep into the offensive end. About 10 minutes to go in this third period. Good job racing after and winning the race, but it's whistled down. Are they going to call that an icing? Not sure what that was whistled down. Oh, there's the post came loose. Hannah Saunders' post came loose, and that's why it was whistled down. So I was very curious about that because that looked like it was a great, just competitive race for the puck, and they were battling all the way through. But 10:05 left in this third period. The faceoff will come to the left of Saunders now. Jody Rose in there, and she wins the faceoff for Post. Around these near boards. Ruby Mitchell tries to play it to herself. Couldn't quite do so cleanly. Now McDonald. McDonald finds a lane, centers it, but couldn't connect the pass as a couple bodies go flying into the boards. Geritlo tried to keep it in the offensive zone for St. Michael's. Couldn't do it cleanly. Post sends it into their offensive end. Marley Webster has it on her stick. Looked like the pass was intended for McCavikiss, but really just not a great pass there, and it's going to go down as an icing. .29 left in this third period of play. Overall in this game, we'll get you some team stats. Make it 32 shots on goal for Post University, 26 for the Purple Knights. Face-off battle, 31-14 in favor of Post. But here in this third period, that story has started to change around a little bit. It's 7-5 in favor of Post. They lose the face-off there, so it goes to 7-6. However, the puck is loose, goes into that near corner. Now Lees has it. Leaves it for Canterbury, back to Lees. Around these near boards, McGillis back to the corner. Cross-ice pass, but no one was there to receive it. Noah Farberman picks it up, shoots it straight into the netting, and we'll have another face-off. Face-off looks like it's going to come at neutral ice. And it's going to come to the left of Hannah Saunders, decide the referees. It's that second line for St. Michael's, centered by Elise LeBlanc right now. She loses that face-off. That was Wysocki, I believe, who won it. They send it around the boards. McGillis keeps it in. Jarvis battling for the puck right around these near boards with McCavikiss. And it's going to be whistled down. Offsides ruled as the puck went out and into the zone. So yet another face-off here with 8:58 to go. Wysocki and LeBlanc once again in the face-off circle. And I believe Pat Bingham just called the timeout. So timeout called and or media timeout. We'll find out for you. But either way, 8:58 to go here in this third period as we're all knotted up at 2 apiece between Post University and St. Michael's College. Back in here at the Sports Center of Connecticut in a 2-2 game with under 10 minutes to go in the third period. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. You've been treated to a fun one today. St. Michael's wins that crucial face-off at neutral ice, sends it way deep into the offensive zone, and actually goes right on net where Hannah Saunders will gobble it up. Joined alongside Kristen Brown, Grace Glassford, and Jay Cadot, I'm Max Stapleton. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today and sparing some of your playoff Saturday for some Post University hockey. Pretty crucial win for Post, but they lose the puck immediately in the defensive zone, and St. Michael's tries to take advantage. Battle for it behind the net. Van den Udelaar comes away with it. Tries to send it up the boards and does so. McCavikiss tips it forward, and it goes all the way down where it'll be an icing. So that same line for Post will have to stay out there. I'm not too upset about that if you're Pat Bingham and this Post-U staff. It is your best line, that starting second line of Rowan Ringer, Julia Wysocki, and Selena McCavikiss. So it's Geritlo in the face-off circle against Wysocki, and Geritlo wins it for St. Michael's. They take a long slap shot, deflects off a couple bodies, never hits the net. Goes into that near corner. Rowan Ringer sends it around the boards. Going to pick it up. St. Michael's, they take a quick shot. Once again, doesn't hit the net. Now the rebound opportunity. The puck is still loose out in front, and they score! Put the puck on net, and good things happen. It's Anna Geritlo again! for Gerillo, her second goal of the game. And it's her third overall in the season, the 4th point of her season. And now with 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go, what do you do if you're Post University? Oh, the momentum has swung the Purple Knights' way late in the second period, and here in the third, they take a super long shot on goal. It gets blocked away easily by Saunders. Now picking it up, this is Callender over in that far corner for St. Michael's. Clears the defensive zone, a battle for it right in front of Pat Bingham in that Post U bench. Ends up going St. Michael's way. Ruiz gets the puck taken away from her. Great play by Riley Patfield. Boy, that's going to be a penalty and possibly a penalty shot. The hand goes up. Saunders is off the ice. Deflection just misses the net. 6-on-5 here for Post University. They will get the power play as it's touched up, and this is a huge next couple of minutes for Pat Bingham and company. That's a big name to go off the ice as well. That's Angelina Ruiz getting the penalty assessed to her for St. Michael's College, their top player. So 5-on-4 go the Eagles. What looks like it's going to be a tripping call, I believe. Got the official word on that in a moment. I didn't see the signal, but looked like it would have been a trip or an interference from here. Wysocki in the face-off circle for Post, that top line power play unit. She wins it. Back to Larson to the other side. Now this is Von Den Udelaar. Over to that corner, back to Von Den Udelaar. Back to the corner. Sends it across the ice. Good pass. Larson takes a quick shot. Goes off a couple of bodies. Sends it over to the right wing. Back to Larson. Over in that right wing side. Give it back to Larson. Larson with a lane. She takes the shot. Deflects right into the body of Lavender as she makes a spectacular save. And the Purple Knights clear the zone. Minute 30 left to go on the woman advantage for the Eagles as Rowan Ringer picks it up behind her net. 7 minutes and ticking left in this third period of play. Good aggressive forecheck from Grattan there for St. Michael's. Almost got Post to turn it over, but at the very least, wasting some time off the woman advantage. Wysocki with a lot of speed through neutral ice into the offensive zone, going 2-on-1, looking for a centering pass and just sends it back behind the netting and around the boards. Back to Wysocki in that far corner. Now Makavakis has it. Now Ringer. Over at the blue line, Karis Kell fanned on the pass. Ringer picks it up for her, sends it across the other way. Now Danny Amons with a shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Karis Kell collects that neutral ice, 45 seconds and counting in this power play. Ringer into the offensive zone, slows some things down. Cross the ice for Jody Rose. Rose handles it, gets checked by a St. Michael's defender over there. Gabby Trebelli slap shots it around the boards, and Post isn't able to keep it in. One last push for Post on this power play as the clock ticks below 6 minutes left in this third period. Battle at the near boards for it. 15 seconds to go on the woman advantage. Farberman brings it back into her defensive end. One last push for Post. Karis Kell through neutral ice. Up into the offensive zone. Sends it in even deeper. 3 seconds to go on the woman advantage. And we're back at even strength. Over in that far corner, it's Jody Rose. Rose sends it back out towards the blue line. It clears the zone, and Von Den Udelaar sends it back in deep while the Eagles get a change in. 5 minutes and 15 seconds just about here in this third period. Peterson collects at the near corner, sends it around to the other end. Post trying to break out. They do so somewhat successfully. Into the offensive zone. Hannah Luckman with a shot, deflects into the blocker of Lavender. Battle for around those far boards now. Not quite sure who's come away with it. Post does. Hannah Luckman back behind the netting of St. Michael's. Dancing around, looking for a centering pass. Couple of bodies clog it up. She takes the shot and a great save. How did Lavender see that one as she blockered it into the corner? Now St. Michael's just trying to survive this last final 5 push from Post University as they send it into their offensive zone. Anna Gerillo, she has 2 goals tonight. Post just tried to clear it. Couldn't quite do so successfully. Jody Rose turns it over. How about this opportunity? She shoots! And a great save from Lavender! As Lavender continues to deny Post in the second and third periods. Angeline Pitter sends it in deep as a couple of platoon swaps here for both sides. And a loose puck. It actually goes St. Michael's' way. Good hustle by Keely Callender there to win that race. Only temporarily. Once again, Farberman handles it for Post. Sage will decide, bringing it back into her own defensive end. Now leaves it for Mitchell. Mitchell through neutral ice. Dumps it into the offensive zone. Grace Canterbury has it now for St. Michael's, and she stands up a hard hit. Good body that time from Angeline Pitter, the captain of this Post squad. 3 minutes and just about 30 seconds left in this game. Can Post find the equalizer? After going ahead 2-0, they allow 3 unanswered to St. Michael's. Neutral ice battle. Danny Amons has it, but a little bit of a mistake there. Almost turns the puck over, and she does. Elise LeBlanc has it now. Good defensive stick from Marley Webster to just poke it into the boards. St. Michael's still with possession. The one-time opportunity sticked away by Saunders. LeBlanc battling for it along those near boards. Post does have it. Mikavakis now gives it off for Ringer. Ringer into the offensive zone. She takes the shot, and it's gobbled up by Lavender. 2:45 left to go in this third period. Post trying to equalize it, and St. Michael's trying to hold on to their 3-2 lead. After St. Michael's looked to be pretty much dominating this third period, Post has really turned it around. Now outshooting them in this third 16-12, but hey, the only stat that matters is the one on the scoreboard, and they're getting outscored 2-0 here in the third. Now here comes the Purple Knights trying to make it 3-0 here in the third as Callender takes the shot, and a good stick save that time from Saunders once again. 2:32 to go left in this third. Macy Peterson in there for Post University, and Gerillo in there for St. Michael's as Gerillo wins it. Around these near boards, Riley Papfield couldn't quite clear her defensive zone. Goes back past the red line, and they shoot it into the offensive end of things, where smart play there for Lavender. Boy, Annika Lavender, we were talking about her earlier, gave up those 2 goals in the second period, and neither of those were her fault, as the netminder, both coming off one-time opportunities off the stick of Julia Wysocki. And for everything that Lavender's been in control of tonight, she has stopped pretty much everything. You got to give a lot of credits to the junior from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Sorry, Plymouth, Minnesota, I should have said. St. Michael's wins that very crucial defensive zone faceoff, and now if you're Pat Bingham, you have to start thinking about when you're pulling Hannah Saunders off the ice as we tick under 2 minutes to go. Into that near corner here. Loose puck drifts back behind the net, and Wysocki has it. Saunders looking over to her bench. She hasn't gone off yet. There she goes. It'll be 6-on-5 as soon as Saunders gets to the bench now. Jody Rose, she takes the shot, it deflects, and it gets gobbled up by Lavender. Boy, it looked like that was deflecting right into the upper left shoulder of the netting and past Lavender, but she said no. 1:45 to go, and smartly here, Pat Bingham calls a timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're on the bumpy road to the finish here at the Shelton Sports Center. Can Post University answer the St. Michael's onslaught that has come on in this second half of this game? For St. Michael's, they enter today's game with a 1-20 record overall. 1-14 in Newhawk Conference play, and that one win earlier in the season came against these very Post Eagles. If you're Pat Bingham, you're trying to prevent that from happening for the second time, but that's a pretty crucial mistake by Jody Rose. Remember, it's still 6-on-5 as Post has the empty net right now. Rowan Ringer into the offensive zone. She takes a shot, but it gets blocked. Good defensive play that time by McDonald. Rowan picks it up herself, tries to center it, couldn't do it, and it goes back on her stick. Staying into the offensive zone. Over to that left wing now, and couldn't quite get the centering pass to go. Shot attempt from Jody Rose gets blocked. St. Michael's clears the zone as it trickles back into neutral ice, and Danny Amons will pick it up. Amons circling around, looking for a clear lane to move the puck forward, and she does. Selena Mikavakis lost the puck at neutral ice. You can't have that happen as Jarvis tries to shoot it on net. And good job by Danny Amons to get her body in front of that. Less than a minute to go. Amons into the neutral zone. She takes the shot. A beautiful save from Lavender to kick that one aside. Back on the stick of Danny Amons. She sends it in deep to the corner where Wysocki will pick it up. Wysocki circles around, looking for someone to find. Can't do so and turns the puck over as LeBlanc tries to clear the zone, and they do. It goes all the way down. Sage Desai will touch it up, and we'll have an icing with 36.9 seconds to go here in the third. You're Pat Bingham. I know that second line, that starting line, has been out there for so long. But you got to keep them in there, you think, as they have been your most productive line all season, and a few of them are out there. He's shifting it up a bit as it's 6-on-5. So we got Wysocki, we got Riley Patfield, Noah Farberman, Karis Kell, and a few others out there, as I couldn't quite see all their numbers. Sajal Desai has it now. Desai, she takes the long shot. It gets blocked into the boards. Good play by Audrey Hetman to block that one for St. Michael's. Back towards Desai. Desai dancing to center ice. She takes another shot, and it gets blocked once again. Dances towards the corner. 20 seconds to go. Desai around that near corner. As St. Michael's looks like they're just going to try to pin it up against the boards here and run out the clock. 10 seconds to go. Will St. Michael's get their second win of the season as Post can't do anything with it? 5 seconds to go. And if you're the referees, you might have to think about calling something. They're not going to. One last opportunity, and that'll do it. Look at the jubilation from St. Michael's, and how about the extracurriculars here as Julia Wysocki gets all up in their faces. St. Michael's gets their second win of the season. They survive this trip to Waterbury with a 1-1 split, and they win Game 3 by a 3-2 margin. Disappointing game if you're a Post University fan, that's for sure. They went up 2-0 early in this game. It was a very eventful second period. Again, Julia Wysocki got her 9th and her 10th goals of the season, but couldn't quite finish it off as St. Michael's gets 3 unanswered goals. 2 came off the stick of Anna Gerillo. And they ultimately win their second game of the season. It's their second time beating Post University by a 3-2 score. We'll have more recaps for you in just a moment here on Post University Athletics. It's got to be a great feeling for Megan Sweezy and company over on that St. Michael's College bench. And as they head into the locker room, they win their second game of the season by a score of 3-2. And what was a very, very fun back and forth game all night long. We'll get you this recap. It started in the second period after both Hannah Saunders and Annika Lavender were perfect through one. The scoring started off the stick of Julia Wysocki. Wysocki assisted by Selena Mikavakis and Rowan Ringer. Boy, how spectacular is that line for Pat Bingham's crew? That made it 1-0. Now it made it 2-0. Guess who? Julia Wysocki once again an even strength goal off a beautiful one-time slap shot right into the upper left corner of the netting. And that made it 2-0 Post University. Right then, Pat Bingham and company, everyone was feeling very good. But St. Michael's came back with some vengeance, made it 2-1 with less than 2 minutes to go in that second period of play. It was Anna Gerolo, assisted by Keely Callender and Alicia McDonald. That made it 2-1. They evened it up quickly into the third. Just about 5 minutes into that third period, it was Anna Nelson once again. Anna Nelson, not a consistent starter on this St. Michael's squad, but if you're Megan Sweezy, you're very happy that she found the back of the net, and you're very happy you put her in the lineup today. That was assisted by Elise LeBlanc, and that was the only assist there. That made it 2-2. And then, of course, late in that third period at the 11:45 mark, it was Anna Gerolo again, her third goal of the season, her second of the night, assisted by Keely Callender. And that made it 3-2, which would be your final in this game. Taking a look at the team stats overall. Shots on goal totals, well, Post, you did your job. 41-31 in favor of the Eagles. Total shots in the game, 77-55, or 77-50 in favor of Post. Both teams a combined 0 for 6 on the power play. Post had 4 opportunities. They went 0 for there, and meanwhile, St. Michael's had 2 opportunities, barely got 2 shots off, went 0 for 2. Face-off-wise, it was 37-20 in favor of the Eagles, and blocks-wise, well, 20-10 in favor of the Purple Knights. Overall in this game, just a fantastic game. The first star of the game has to go to Anna Gerolo, in my opinion. Gerolo with both of the goals for St. Michael's College, her 3rd goal of the season and her 4th point overall. You also got to think that maybe Hannah Saunders and Annika Lavender might round out the stars of the game. We'll see how it goes in the stat sheet, but for everyone else here in our broadcast booth at the Sports Center of Connecticut, I am Max Stapleton, joined alongside Kristen Brown, Grace Glassrud. They told me that was a tongue twister, and they weren't wrong, and Jake Haddad. We say thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week, everybody.